Hello.
We are back.
Episode 12 of this 12-part series. If you stuck this far, thank you. If you haven't, maybe go back, listen about our journey and our travels around a few couple of continents and
You jumped right into that. I was trying to build a little bit, but you went straight for it.
Okay, go. Your turn. Alex is gonna read you the intro.
No, we're not redoing that intro. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, episode 11 showed a lot of people showed love to us, reached out, support. Very challenging podcast to record. I know we left some things on the table, which is totally okay. It's how it's supposed to be. It took us months and months to record, but we got through it. And
Yeah, I mean, a lot of we realized there was, details we forgot and things that went unsaid, but that's okay. You know,
this 12-part series has been a little bit of a medicine for us. Anytime that you can, we can recount our stories and go back and think about Liam and the memories, it helps us along the journey. For those that have lost children, for those that have experienced grief, it comes and goes. It comes in stages, and one day you're good, and the next you're not. And this podcast series has helped us along the way with that. And so, episode 12, we're just here to put it all together.
yeah.
We're going to tell you a little bit about next season. We're going to give you one big surprise, but you got to stay until the end of this podcast because I promise you, you will giggle.
Yeah. Okay. We did not talk about that prior, but okay.
I just hit it with her. Hit it. I put her right
You're
at the
just
spot.
making your own podcast at this point. I'm just gonna call it the Alex podcast.
I love it. Well, everybody in the world that's supposed to know knows.
Everybody in the world that's supposed to know knows. Okay.
That we have a podcast coming, another podcast season.
Yeah, so we're gonna finish the season with these 12 episodes. We are going to take a break for the month of August. It is Liam's birthday. It's Alex's birthday. We're gonna have family and friends in town. So we're gonna take the month off to record a few episodes.
Doing a men's retreat as well, but don't tell anybody I said that.
Alex is doing a men's retreat, hiking Pico Duarte. Here is the highest peak on the island, or I think the Caribbean too.
Absolutely. So
Yes.
I'm just gonna go the plug.
All right.
I said that.
Plug it in.
Plug it in. August 28th through the 31st of August, we are going to hike Pico Duarte.
You said August twice.
Twice. Man, I'm so excited. I'm looking. So
So
for those
those are
that
tough
real
details.
quick. For those that can't, they're not gonna see this because we've been just doing audio this season. I'm looking at Jessyl's sunburn in the.
Wait, you haven't been uploading them on YouTube?
No, I haven't. I've
You
just
see,
been doing the audio.
you just told me that. I didn't know that.
I got caught staring at it and lost focus of my people.
Okay, well, we're going to upload them on YouTube so they can be on YouTube as well. They're just going to be way later than the podcast.
No one wants to see me cry. All right. No. So August 28th through the 31st, myself, and a dear friend of mine, Dennis, are facilitating and leading a group of 15 men up the mountain, the highest mountain in the Caribbean called Pico Duarte. It's a 4-day excursion. We're going to dive into what's holding us up, bothering us, sitting in nature, understanding ourselves better, getting clear on our mission, on who we want to be in the world,
And push your body to the limit.
challenging ourselves. We're going to do some cold immersion. There's some cold rivers. We're going to breathe and jump into some cold rivers. I'm extremely excited. If you are interested, send me a message. I can send you the link for a man in your life. Or if you're a man listening to this and you're like, hey, I'm up for the challenge, come down to the tropics for 4 days. You can stay a couple days later, up to you. And let's dive in and let's get to work. That's in August.
Yeah, coming up soon. So yeah, we have a lot of things coming up in August. So the podcast will resume on September 1st, Monday. It's not a coincidence. It is my birthday too, but that's not why we're doing it. It's the first Monday of September.
Don't let her lie to you.
It's the first Monday of September, so we're gonna keep dropping episodes every Monday. Yeah, probably till right before the holidays, and then we take our next break.
So, for me, I want to wrap up season 12 and a takeaway for me. These episodes we dove into the travels and specific memories and things that we've encountered, challenges that we've encountered, and reframe them for the most part. And when I look back at Liam's life, when I look back at our last 18 months between the Dominican Republic and all the different parts of the world, it really showed me there was a mirror there that for my whole life, I've had a lot of challenges, which I'm not going to get into, but for my whole life, I would run away from the challenge. And this was an opportunity to just stay with it, just to be in it, to experience and be present in all the moments and really build a connection, not just to Liam and the kids and Jessyl, but to myself, to be able to explore the world and explore my creativity and my purpose in this world. And Liam did that. And he did it in a subtle way. You would have asked me months ago, or even, you know, a year ago, I probably wouldn't have been able to put words to it. But now, as I've looked back and been able to analyze and understand and see parts of myself that I didn't know at that time, Liam was a guide and is a guide, still is to this day. And this episode series, I hope that you take out of it of you don't control your life. You don't own it. Excuse me. You don't know when you're going to pass away, and I'm not saying you're going to sit here and croak over tomorrow. Who knows? But what I do know is that you can live fully, you can be present, and you can create the life that you want. And that's what we did. That's what Liam did. That's what he chose. He chose us for that. And I just wanted to wrap that up for me.
Yeah. And I mean, for me, I've dedicated much of the past decade to motherhood. Yeah, I've done other things and I've, managed a restaurant and this and I've worked here and there, but definitely my top priority has always been my children. And, in the beginning, that was very tough for me because I never envisioned being a mom, let alone a mom of many. I was always like one or two kids and I'm done. So I really had to learn how to become that person, how to truly enjoy this role, which I feel becomes more difficult in today's day and age, especially with how traditional motherhood is talked about and it's viewed as this bad thing to be a traditional mother, to be a traditional wife, to just be a mom is not enough in today's day and age. And yes, I have my own, aspirations and goals and things that I want to do, but I also see that the time period that children need us is so short and I still have the rest of my life to be able to do all those things. So I say, as long as I'm enjoying what I'm doing in the process, I'm getting time to do those things to tap into those activities and things that make me feel me. It's also okay to still keep my family, my children as my top priority. And for me, it's about the results we've gotten. It's who my kids are becoming, how my kids act. I wouldn't change that. I wouldn't give that up because I have spent a lot of time with other kids and, our kids bring friends around and it's very different. You can tell those parents who are there involved and, you know, walking with their kids step by step and the ones who are just kind of being raised with whatever is going on in their life at the time. It's a big difference. So for me it's been extremely important to just to be there for my kids and to be that person for them. And obviously, like, especially after experiencing something like losing a child, that really puts it all into perspective of what happens if I would have gone back to work at 3 or 6 months or 9 months and I would have been working full time and Liam is at a daycare or with babysitter or, whatever. Like, you don't get those years back. You don't get those days back. You can't undo it. And I'm not sitting here saying that everybody can do what we're doing. I guess what I'm getting at is if you have the opportunity to do it, don't take it for granted. And if you don't, then try to find a way to do it if that's really what's in your heart. And I know that not everyone feels like me, so if it's not for you, don't do it. I'm speaking for, those women who do feel in their heart that that's what they want to do and that's the path they want to take. It is an extremely important part of life. I mean, we are literally raising the next generation of adults. So, yeah.
Two things. my wife said, Jessyl said, that not everybody is in the same position we are, and that is absolutely correct. But I will say also that if you want to live this life or a type of life like this, you can take baby steps. It's not what we're doing, what other people that we've come in, couples and families that we've come in contact with, they're doing very similar things. They've they've taken steps to make that a possibility.
Yeah.
So many people put the dream or this goal to the side because they don't have the time or the money.
And the biggest one I think we feel is like people are like, well, people don't do that. Like that's not normal. And it's like, yeah, it's not normal. It's not meant to be, and that's okay.
It's about what feels right for you and what feels right for your family.
Like, so what if most people aren't doing this?
So that's what I interpret my wife saying, and I wanted to say it verbally for myself. And then the second thing is, I thoroughly enjoyed last week receiving comments and feedback on the podcast. So I would encourage you. It doesn't have to be a comment on the Spotify page. It can be a DM, whatever the case may be. Tell us what you learned from this series. What your takeaway? What comes up for you? What challenges? Maybe they're challenges. What revelations? Whatever that may be, share it with us. We love to hear it. We love to create conversation and connect.
Yeah, and as far as what's next for us, we have the travel bug. I think we would all love to continue to travel and move around, but the reality is the kids are grounded right now and they're doing really well and they're thriving. I mean, their days consist of the boys who are 9 and 11 now wake up anywhere from 6 to 7 a.m. and they walk 20 to 30 minutes to the beach where they surf and they spend all morning surfing. And when they're done surfing, they play with their friends for a couple of hours. And they have a time frame that they have to be back home for lunch. So they come back home, they eat lunch, we swim, they take a nap, and then it's the second half of our day. So it's very slow paced days that we are all enjoying. Alex and I are in our own routine of going to the gym. We also surf periodically. He was surfing way more than me. Me, I'm trying to get back into it. Like I have good weeks. I have weeks that I'm like, I don't. The gym is enough. I don't want to do anything.
I can now say that I am a surfer. Before,
oh yeah.
I didn't feel right saying that I'm a surfer, but I'm a surfer.
I will say I'm a beginner surfer. I don't feel legit yet, but just saying I'm a surfer. But I am a beginner surfer. I can stand up. I can catch waves. I can go out to line up. I'm learning how to maneuver today. I did a little bit of that, so I was pretty proud of myself. Um, but I still have a long way to go. Like if there's people in front of me, I will not get on the wave because I'm afraid that I'm gonna crash into them. So I'm not there yet.
I think the most important thing for us is that we're doing things that we love to do that are filling our cups, because we do know that within grief, there's moments where we're going to be down, we're going to be sad. And in order for us to get through that is to fill our cups, to do things that we love.
I mean, like one thing we've been keeping our social interactions pretty low. And like me, I'm not going to speak for Alex, I'll let him speak for himself, but I sometimes avoid going to the beach and going places because this is a very small town and everybody knows everybody. And I just don't feel like doing the small talk. I don't feel like saying hi to 20 people. And I kind of just run away from it and I hide from it. But then, like, if people say, hey, can I come visit you? Or hey, come hang out with us, like the one on one I could do. But the group settings right now for me just feel overwhelming to my system. I'm very much like in a cocoon for myself. So I'm okay like doing things with the kids. Like the kids have their friends over. That doesn't bother me. Like I said, if it's like a one-on-one or two, two or three friends, I'm okay with. But the larger like crowds, like even sometimes eating at restaurants, we've done a few times here and there. Typically we eat at home. But even like the restaurant settings sometimes just feel overwhelming for me right now. So I'm just trying to listen to that part of myself and slowly get out there and do the things that feel good without having to like put myself in those environments. Yeah, like forcing work. It just doesn't feel good. So I don't go to a lot of places or places.
I do a lot of taking the kids places now at this moment. I will say that for me, I'm not as talkative anymore. Like I'm not going out and talking with people as much as I used to. I have filled my cup by playing sports, something that I've done my whole life. I got back into soccer, which is a childhood sport. and doing jiu-jitsu again.
Okay, it's not just a childhood sport. He was supposed to get signed for college on a full scholarship.
Well,
So
I was
once upon a
not full scholarship.
okay, well, a scholarship.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, he was an amazing soccer player. So,
Yeah.
in case people don't know that's secret,
And
you were on your
sir,
like hometown newspaper,
I was on my hometown newspaper
and then he chose the Navy. Wait, what? You said what?
for a few things.
Oh yeah, okay. Well,
I mean,
we're not talking about the bad things.
No, not, but I also the good thing too. I was in the newspaper a lot for being a childhood football kid.
Oh,
Like,
okay. I thought you were talking about when you decided to
I was a
like
football player.
destroy 300 of your neighbors' mailboxes.
Okay, that's
Vandalism.
yes. I was in a little trouble as a kid, but where I'm going with it is I started doing things that I had not done for a long time, and there's some more things that have come up that I'm like, man, I really want to do it, but I'm being very aware with regards to distraction because I also am doing a TED talk that I'm locking in and working on delivery methods and mechanics and
September 13th, Tampa, Florida.
Tampa, Florida, and then also doing a master's program in transformational leadership. So little busy, but also making sure that I take care of myself and the kids and connecting with the kids. And we did a really cool bonfire yesterday that I just want to say lit a fire inside of me about taking the kids and camping.
Yeah.
So
We live a 5-minute walk from the beachfront. So it's very nice to, if we want to see the sunset over the ocean, if we want to just do a bonfire on the beach, it's a 5-minute walk for us.
we moved, which we're not going to get too much into, but if you notice, the background is totally different. We don't live in that apartment that has the ocean view anymore. We live closer to the ocean, but it's a villa. We have our own house now, giving the kids and ourselves some privacy and being able to just run and jump and be kids and make
Swim
noise.
naked, tan naked. So if you're coming to my house, please ring the doorbell. Let us know. You might find some naked humans back there.
And then now let's transition to what's next season. So we should talk about September 1st. What are some things that we're going to cover?
I mean, next season, the kind of the same concept of what we kept before in the season, like just talking about where we are in our parenting journeys and our relational journey as humans, as husband and wife, as parents, and also, you know, the tools that we've used that has kept us here and close for as long as they have. I think that that's such a big part of relationships. It's just communication, and it's an ongoing process. There's no moment where it just stops or it ends. Like that is something that you constantly have to work on and learn how to do. And for us, being through this process, like communication has been, number one. It's like being able to say where I am and him being able to hold that space and him being able to say where he is and me to hold that space and allowing each other to just be. And sometimes knowing that somebody's mood or attitude has nothing to do with you, not taking those things personally. Like this is a very big moment in our lives that there's a lot of emotions and feelings and things. And the same thing for our kids, like there's been days where you realize like all the kids' needs are being met, like they ate, they slept, this, and they're in a mood. And then next thing you know, they break down crying. I miss my brother, and that's been something that we have to also, like, in a sense, hold that space for the kids, because sometimes when they're acting out, like we just look at each other and we're like, hey, is it possible that it could be this? And granted, like we don't want to always make it about that. So we asked, hey, what's going on, buddy? Do you need a hug? Do you need it? And typically it comes out that they really miss Liam. So, like with Grayson, especially Grayson's a lot like Alex, they kind of distract through doing things. Grayson will busy himself all day long, doing things, playing with friends, action, this, that, which is great. Like he's being physical. It's a great thing. He's an 11-year-old boy, lots of energy, but he doesn't check in with himself. So we have to prompt that for him. Hey, bud, how are you feeling today? How about this? And just have him check in with what's going on internally. So those giving that space in those moments for those feelings to arise and come out. Because he's 11, he doesn't realize that he maybe spent 4 days suppressing that he misses his brother and that he needs to cry and that he needs to let it out. And sometimes it's our 5-year-old. Like Lumi has had days where none of us are talking about Liam or anything. She wakes up just bawling, or she'll come out left field just crying her eyes out that she misses her brother. So, it's been yeah, it's been a journey of learning how to do this all for ourselves and for other people that live with us.
I think for me, next season is in keeping with what we do, how we do things, in the sense of I've never been like I'm a teacher or like I'm gonna hit you with this whole theory. It's more of just trying to inspire through living, right? And live fully and intentionally and being present and talking about the challenges and praising the successes and diving into the perceived failures on whatever it may be. So I hope that you are all, I drew a blank there. I hope that you all um, got what you needed within this 12-part series, and I hope that you stay with us and go along on the journey. We're gonna close with this one message. Do you want to say it, Jessyl?
Is it a message or a surprise?
Surprise. Go ahead.
Are we just saying the story or we're just saying the...
We're just saying it, and then I'm Xing it. We're gonna build it for next season.
Okay. So the full story comes next season.
Next season.
Okay.
Let's go. Hurry up.
No, you say it.
Jessyl's pregnant. Bye bye.